Welcome to Medicine for the Soul Yoga. My name is Kat, and today we are going to be doing a Mandala flow. It's a type of Vinyasa yoga. We're going to be moving around the circle in a fun and experimental way, and today focusing on forward folds. So let's get going. So today we're going to be starting in a forward fold. So coming to the front of the mat, we want the feet to be hip width apart, and we're going to bend into the legs, and we're just going to fold over the legs. So we want the chest to be almost resting on the thighs, so really bending the legs as much as you need. And working in our forward fold here, we want to find length with the spine and then release down. So we're going to do a little exercise where we place the hands on the bottom of the shins. As we inhale, we're going to push away on the shins and imagine that we're reaching forward. So we're finding length with the spine, lifting the tummy up off the thighs, drawing the shoulders away from the ears. And then exhale, almost curling the tummy in and rolling forward and down. Exhale all the air out. And we'll do that again. You can keep a slight bend in the legs. Big inhale as we reach forward, almost pushing back on those shins, really lengthening the spine. And then exhale forward and over, and just see how much more space you've made there for yourself. And then your choice here, whether you maybe hold behind the ankles. That can be quite a nice way to draw yourself slightly closer. Or we can hold each elbow with the opposite hand. It depends where you're at with your practice. Just do what feels good for you. And we're going to focus on the breath here. Big, deep inhales and exhales in and out through the nose. Good. And wherever your hands are, we're going to place the hands gently on the back of the head. And just feel the weight of the arms, draw the head down. So the chin comes towards the chest. We feel the back of the neck lengthening. Big deep breaths in and out through the nose. Stay with me. We can use the hands to perhaps run along the back gently, along the back of the neck. Maybe giving the back of the neck a little massage with the forefinger and the thumb. Big deep breaths. And then releasing the hands all the way down to the mat. As we inhale, we're going to come up halfway. Hands can be on the shins or on the fingertips on the mat if you've got that flexibility. So we want to begin to straighten the legs and draw the shoulders away, look forward. As we exhale, again bending into the legs. This time planting the hands, we're going to step the right foot back, holding here for a moment, and then the left foot back, finding our plank. Exhale, drop the knees, drop the chest and chin. Inhale, roll the shoulders away from the ears, come into a gentle cobra. Exhale, push back onto our knees, tuck the toes and find our downward dog. Walking out the legs here, letting the heels lift, pedaling up and down, roll the shoulders away from the ears. Big deep breaths in and out through the nose. Finding stillness. So we're going to lift the heels up, really bend into the legs, and then push the chest towards the thighs. Feel the tailbone lift up. Keep breathing deeply through the nose. Keeping the chest here, then we're going to draw the legs straight and allow the heels to come down. This is our good alignment for our downward dog. Fingers are spread. Chest is pushing towards the thighs. Really good. Walking the hands back towards the feet. Bending into the legs. We find our forward fold. Inhale, we're going to reach up halfway. Again, what we did before, we'll find length as we reach forward. And exhale, curling up and over, releasing over the legs. Big deep breaths here. This time either hands behind the back of the legs and draw the chest towards the legs, or we can place the 2 forefingers around the big toes and use that bind again to draw ourselves down, let the elbows come to the side. So your choice here. Either way, keeping the head relaxed, the neck is long. We're breathing deeply. Good, and then we're just going to release the bind that you're in. Walk the hands back to our downward dog. Inhale, we're going to roll ourselves forward to plank. Exhale, take our vinyasa, drop the knees, drop the chest and chin. Inhale into our back bend, a bit deeper now perhaps. Exhale, tuck the toes, find our downward dog. Walk out the feet, flowing with the breath. Again, inhale, rolling forward so slowly. Feel like you're rolling through honey. Big inhale. Exhale, take your vinyasa. Drop the knees if you need to, otherwise perhaps without the knees. Inhale into our back bend. Really feeling the back bend, there's no rush at all. Exhale, gently we make our way back to downward dog. Good, placing back the feet, walking out the heels. Big inhale, big exhale. Bringing the feet to the center of the mat. As we inhale, we're going to reach that right leg up, bend into the leg and open the hip. Keep the shoulders square. Keep that right knee lifting up. Big deep breath here. Good, square back the hips, draw that knee in towards the chest, shoulders over wrists, look forward. Place that right foot in between the hands. Drop the left knee down. Big inhale, finding our low lunge. Sink the hips. If you need more space, walk that front foot forward, allow those hips to sink down. Reach the hands back, look up. Good, as we exhale, draw the hands, frame that front foot, tuck the left foot up, step back to plank, big inhale. Exhale, take our vinyasa. Use the knees as you need. Well, not as you need, as you want. Always moving with how you feel. Gently making our way back to downward dog. Really good. Reconnecting with your breath here. Drawing both feet into the center. Big inhale, lifting that left leg up. Bend the left leg, opening the hip. Keep the shoulders square. Big deep breaths in and out through the nose. Good, squaring back the hips. Drawing that left knee into the chest. Draw the shoulders over the wrists. And then flick that foot forward. It helps to lift up the left hand to give yourself space. Slide that right knee back. Big inhale, reach up the hands, sink the hips. Feel the shoulders drawing away from the ears as you shine the chest forward. Strong breaths here. And then gently bring the hands down. We're going to lift up that right knee, slide our left foot back. Big inhale in our plank. Exhale, take your vinyasa. Flow with your breath, take your time, really feel into each movement, being mindful. Again, walking both feet into center, big inhale, lifting up the right leg, bending the right leg, opening the hip. This time letting that right foot travel all the way around. As we lift the right hand up, we find our wild thing. Reaching the hips up, looking up at that right hand. Keep breathing here. As we exhale, we're going to draw the hips down. Good, so it's a bit of a funky transition that. Draw this right foot in and let the right knee come out to the side. So the right foot is on the inside of the left thigh. Big inhale, we're going to reach the hands up. And then exhale, folding forward over that left leg. keeping the shoulders relaxing away from the ears. And that same idea is in our standing forward fold. As we inhale, we're going to find length. So we can hold on to wherever we are along this left leg and draw ourselves away. Lengthen the spine and reach forward. And on an exhale is when we come down. So use your breath in that way. Next inhale, finding length, drawing yourself forward. And then exhale, melting a bit deeper down. How much can you release? Breathing here. And then gently we'll lift back up. Good. We're going to cartwheel the hands around to the left. And we're going to bring this left foot and twist it around to the left. So we're going to bring the left toes onto the mat, bring ourselves up, and then big inhale, find our three-legged dog again. Good. Exhale, draw the leg into the body, place it in between the feet. This time coming into our high lunge. Big inhale, reaching the hands up. Exhale, sinking the hips down. Breathing strong, deep breath in and out through the nose. We're going to come into a twist here, so we're going to open out to the right. Right hand comes behind us, left hand comes in front. We push that right hand back, really twisting the torso, using the core. Look back at the right hand. Breathe. Good. Gently look forward. Bring those hands up above the head. Big inhale. And then exhale, framing the front foot. Slide the right foot back to plank. Big inhale. Take your vinyasa. Take your time. Listen to your body. Exhale, we meet back in downward dog. Honouring your body here. If you feel you need a rest in child's pose, please do that. If you find stillness maybe what your body's calling for, then find that. Perhaps pedaling out the feet, but letting the hips really sway side to side. So just working with what you feel. Big deep breaths in and out through the nose. And then finding stillness in the center. Drawing the feet in. Big inhale, lifting up that left leg. Bending the left leg, opening out to the side. Keep the left knee drawing up. And then let that left foot travel all the way behind as the left hand spins up. Lifting up the hips, we find wild thing. Keep breathing in and out through the nose. As we exhale, we're going to bend into the legs and place the hips down. Really good. Draw that left leg in. Shuffle yourself back on the mat if you need to. And let the left knee fall out to the side. Big inhale, reaching the arms up. And then exhale, we're going to dive forward, coming into our forward fold. Keep that right leg active. Keep breathing deeply through the nose. Again, finding somewhere along this right leg as a kind of bind to draw yourself, lengthen the spine, and exhale. Release a bit deeper. Release the back of the head and the neck. Again, use your breath. Inhale, finding length, looking towards the big toe perhaps. Exhale, melting a bit deeper, find more space. Holding here for a few breaths. And then we'll gently reach up. Good. We're going to cartwheel the hands to the right. Let these right toes kind of twist around as well. So we're coming back to our three-legged downward dog with the left leg lifted. Big inhale. Reach up that left leg. Exhale, draw the knee in, shoulders over wrists, flick that foot forward with control. Set yourself up for your high lunge. Look forward. Big inhale, reaching up. Draw the shoulders away from the ears, sink the hips. Keep breathing. Good, we're going to open out to the left. Looking right behind at that left hand. Big deep breaths here. Squeezing the core, push that left hand back. Keep breathing. Good, gently look forward, really good. Bring the hands up. Big inhale here. Exhale, release the hands down. Slide that left foot back, finding our plank. Big inhale, taking our vinyasa. Flow with the breath, this moving meditation, finding downward dog. Really good. We're all just going to draw the knees down, out to the width of the mat. Let the toes find each other as we gently sink the hips back towards the heels, and we slide the hands forward and melt the chest down. Just take this moment of stillness. Feel the belly rise and fall with every breath, almost inflating like a balloon. This deep belly breath. And then gently we'll lift back up. Draw the hands back towards the chest. Draw the knees in. Good, and we'll tuck the toes and find our downward dog. Big deep breaths here. Listening to your body, either staying here or taking a vinyasa, completely up to you. If you're taking a vinyasa, inhale forward to plank. Exhale lower. Inhale into our back bend. Exhale back to downward dog. Good. We're going to walk the hands back towards the feet. And just land in a relaxed forward fold, having the legs slightly bent. The neck is long. Arms, hands either side of the elbows. Let the shoulders fall out their sockets. Sway side to side here. Release the hands. We're going to bend into the legs and very gently roll up the back, vertebrae by vertebrae. Big shoulder roll at the top. Good. Arriving in your standing position. Draw the palms either side of the body, palms facing forward, chin tucked down. Focus on your breath. We're going to do a standing balance with a forward fold incorporated into it. So we're going to take a step forward with the right leg. We're going to draw the palms to center, slightly bend into that right leg as we dive the chest forward and find our warrior three. So the toes can be pointed or the heel pushing away. Keep the shoulders relaxed away from the ears and keep breathing. Imagining we're making this T shape with the body. So we're going to come into standing splits. We're going to bend into this right leg as needed and try to bring the fingertips onto the mat. Now here, the main thing we want to focus on is drawing the chest down and lifting the left foot up. So the aim here is to have this left leg all the way up. So we're in splits, which is very far away from me. But we can imagine that we're drawing that left foot up, either staying here with the fingertips on the mat, or if you want to test your balance, perhaps holding behind the right shin. And we can really feel all the little muscles in that right ankle twitching and working. We're building up those connections, we're building that muscle memory. So breathe into it and embrace the wiggles. Keep breathing. Good. And with control, if your hands are over the ankle, we're all going to bring the hands back onto the mat, and we're just going to step really slowly that left leg back. Good. We're going to come into runner's lunge, so draw the left foot out slightly to the side, placing the heel down, and just let the chest melt over that right leg. Push the hips back, so we're really stretching out the hamstrings. Good, and then we can bend into that right leg, place the palms down, slide the right foot back, find plank. Either take a vinyasa or meet us in downward dog, up to you. Exhale back to our downward dog. Big deep breaths. Walking the hands back to the feet. Pausing for a moment in our lovely forward fold. Inhale, reaching the arms up. Good. Exhale, draw the palms down to center. Release the hands, release the shoulders. Good. We're going to step that left foot forward. Spread the toes, make this really solid base for yourself. Draw the palms to center, slightly bending into that left leg. And we're going to dive forward and find warrior three. Engaging that right leg, keeping the shoulders relaxed. Keep breathing deeply through the nose. If you fall over, that's absolutely fine. Bring yourself back. It really helps to have a point to focus on for your balance as well here. We can bend slightly into that left leg and have the fingertips find the ground. And we're just working towards drawing the chest towards the left leg. If we can straighten that left leg, do. And we want to try and walk the hands back, lifting that right leg up. Either staying here or maybe playing with your balance, maybe one hand on the back of that left leg, maybe both. Wherever you are, breathing deeply. Ooh. Good. Focus on something on your mat to look at, a little spot. Reach that right leg up. One more breath. And we'll all begin to bend into that left leg, have the hands to support us as we bring the left foot down. Good. Bring that right bring the right heel down, feet are hip width apart, and we'll just come into a forward fold over that leg. Bend into the leg, plant the hands down on the mat, step that left foot back into plank. Exhale, we're going to drop the knees. Drop the chest and chin. Bring the hands in front of the face and just rest the forehead on the hands. Big deep breath in and out through the nose. Just taking a moment of stillness here. Wiggling out the hips. Releasing any tension there. And then we'll place the hands either side of the shoulders as we gently peel ourselves up, finding a back bend. Shine the chest forward, sink the shoulders back. Really good. Exhale, we'll push up onto the knees, finding our tabletop. We'll walk the hands back. And we're just going to let both feet come to one side as we let the hips sink down. And then we'll slide the feet forward. So we may just want to shuffle ourselves forward, and we're going to straighten the legs. So it wouldn't be a forward fold focus class if we didn't do the classic seated forward fold. So don't worry if you find this really challenging. It is a tough one. It's really hard on the hamstrings. So the main thing is to keep the heels pushing away and the toes drawing towards the body. Big inhale, we're going to reach the hands up, draw the shoulders away from the ears. And then as we exhale, again, the focus is on finding length and drawing upwards and then down. So maybe it's only a little movement, that's completely fine. That's just where you're at today. Keep those heels pushing away, The legs are engaged and really strong and straight. See if you can almost engage your legs so much that the heels maybe lift up off the mat slightly. So wherever the hands are along the leg, we're going to inhale and pull ourselves forward, reach up and look up. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. We're going to squeeze everything here on this inhale. So squeeze everything, clench your fists, clench the hands, hold the breath, and then exhale, melt and release down, release the head and the neck. As we inhale again, reach the head and the neck up, look forward. Big inhale as we squeeze everything. So we've lifted up, we're looking forward, squeeze, we find length, and then exhale, folding forward and over. Use the hands to help guide you. So the same as in our standing fold. One more time, inhale, pulling back on the legs or on the ankles or on the feet. Finding that length. Big inhale here. And then holding and squeezing everything, the glutes, the hands, the feet, hold, and then exhale, release. See how much more space you've made for yourself, and just holding here for a few breaths. Relax the shoulders, relax the face, relaxing the breath. Hear the breath traveling in and out through the nose. Could you perhaps draw the chin slightly closer to the chest? Feel a bit of a bigger release on the back of the neck. And then gently we're going to roll ourselves up. Use the hands to help you. Really good. Placing the hands underneath the knees. And we can draw one knee up and then the other. Wrap the arms around the shins and just lean back. Hold on to the wrist of one hand so you've got that kind of bind. And you can really relax back on the legs. Feel that lovely deep release across the back of the shoulders. Big deep breaths here as we sway gently side to side. And then gently we can lift up the head. Really good. Placing the hands either side of the body, perhaps just shifting the hips a bit more forward so we've got room to really gently release ourselves down onto the mat. Shoulder blades, head, super relaxed. Hands resting on the belly. Feel the shoulder blades release, let them go. Draw the chin slightly into the chest. We're going to let both knees just fall over to the right. And in this variation, I'm just going to shuffle slightly to the right. In this variation, perhaps straightening out the right leg. So let that right leg straighten. We can look over the right shoulder. So we feel it in the back of this right leg that we've worked with quite a lot today. Either staying here or you might want to bring this left hand out and look over. Maybe that left hand could find the toe, the big toe of the right foot. If it does, you might want to draw it slightly higher up and make that bind and feel that lovely deep stretch running all the way down the back of that leg and into the side body. And this is just optional. You can keep both legs stacked on each other if you'd prefer. Anywhere you are, just breathe and release. Where could you release a bit more? And then we'll gently bring that right knee back on top of the left if you've had it straightened. And draw the knees back up to center on an inhale. And on an exhale, we can just let both knees fall over to the left. Feel that lovely release of the spine. Look over the left shoulder. Either staying here or perhaps lengthening out that left leg. Maybe the right fingers could find the left big toe. Playing around with that here. Keeping both shoulder blades relaxing on the mat, sinking down. Big deep breaths. Relaxing all the muscles in the legs and the shoulders and the arms. Just let it go. Good, and then we'll gently bring that left knee back up. Inhale, reaching the both legs back up to center. We'll draw both knees into the chest, wrap the arms around the shins, draw the forehead up to the knees. Give yourself a big squeeze, inhale again. We're going to tense everything and hold and squeeze. Squeeze and hold the breath on an inhale. And then exhale, release, feel your upper body melt down. Release the knees, let the legs float down onto the mat. Lengthening one leg out long and then the other. With the hands behind the head, keeping the head super heavy, we're just going to cradle the head in the hands and just hover it just a couple inches off the mat. The whole weight of the head is in the hands. We can perhaps again here massage out the neck with one of the hands, or perhaps run the hands along the length of the back of the neck. Gently draw the chin into the chest as we very slowly release the head back onto the mat. Good, and then place the hands either side of the body, palms facing up. Release the shoulders. Let everything go. Become mindful of your body. Becoming more connected with your body. Noticing where you're holding on to tension subconsciously. And just letting that go. Getting to know your body. Noticing your mind. Is it active? Is it still and present? If it's active, can you let those thoughts go? Can you cultivate a moment of presence here for yourself? Where all you have to do is just be here with your breath. Not allowing yourself to give yourself anything to do. There's nothing to think about, nothing to change, nothing to judge. Just surrendering and being for a moment. Big deep breaths in and out through the nose. Feeling all the tension melting away from the face, from the shoulders, from the hips and the legs. Letting it all go. And then we can gently begin to wiggle the fingers, roll around the feet. Big inhale, reaching the hands above the head. Give yourself a full stretch. And then exhale very gently, rolling onto your right hand side. Rest the head in the hands. Take a lovely full breath here, in through the nose. Really enjoy this breath. This lovely post-yoga feeling. Feeling so at home in your body. So at home in this present moment. And using your left hand, gently guiding yourself up to the seated position, crossing the legs. Having the hands just resting on the lap. Just taking a moment to notice how you feel. And reminding yourself why you return to your mat. Big inhale, we can reach the hands above the head, opening the eyes. And then exhale, draw the palms down to center. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day, and I'll see you soon.